Well, as doing research for my Secret Space Force conspiracy theory video, which is a great video by the way, you should check it out if you haven't already, I came across another very strange conspiracy theory. Well, it's less of a single conspiracy theory and more of a group of conspiracy theories. All of these theories surround the Denver International Airport. And in this video, I'll be going over some of the most popular conspiracy theories surrounding the airport. The Denver airport is one of the most advanced airports in the entire United States. It was also one of the most expensive airports to build. The cost of its full construction was $4.8 billion, and it was opened on February 28, 1995. Underneath the airport, a complex system of tunnels was constructed. These tunnels have been the basis for many conspiracy theories that we will talk about later. But with that brief history out of the way, let's jump into the real meat of this episode, the conspiracies surrounding the Denver airport. The first and most prominent theory surrounding the Denver airport is that the New World Order is hiding within the tunnels underneath the airport. Now, with such a substantial claim, there must be a substantial amount of evidence to back it up. And surprisingly enough, this theory does actually have a bit of weight behind it. For one, within the Denver airport, there's a plaque that claims that this airport is a part of the New World Airport Commission. Now, this on its own wouldn't be too strange, until you consider the fact the Freemason logo is just casually sitting on the same plaque, just right there, smack dab in the middle of the plaque, in plain view. And not only that, United Airlines has literally confirmed that the New World Airport Commission does not exist in a promotional video talking about the conspiracy surrounding the Denver airport. They don't even deny that this theory has weight to it. They literally contribute to it. And there's more evidence too. Underneath the Denver airport, as I mentioned earlier, there's a very big system of tunnels. These tunnels used to be used for baggage and transferring people from one side of the airport to another until they were shut down in 2003. So you're going to tell me that for the past 19 years, these tunnels have been shut down, abandoned, and just used for like nothing? For 19 years? Now, of course, this doesn't mean that the Illuminati is hiding in secret underground tunnels ready to jump out and attack you when you're heading to Belarus for a business trip. But I'm just saying, even Denver Airport itself doesn't outright deny this conspiracy theory. No, they could just not deny it because it gives them free publicity. However, it's still interesting that their official statement on this is just like, it might be true. Who knows? But if the possibility of the Illuminati hiding underneath the tunnels of an American airport doesn't intrigue you enough, maybe the statue of a horse will. But what could be so interesting about a blue, abstractly painted horse? Well, apparently a lot. First of all, the statue itself is pretty creepy. It's a horse that has red eyes and snakes as opposed to a mane. Oh, and it's also been nicknamed BLUCIFER, a clear reference to Satan himself. But the most interesting part of BLUCIFER isn't its current form. It's what happened to its artist. The artist of the sculpture, Lewis, was working on the sculpture one day when all of a sudden a piece of it fell onto him and killed him. That's right. BLUCIFER, the horse sculpture literally named after Lucifer, killed its own artist. This has led to the general public consensus that the sculpture itself is cursed. Because of its tragic backstory, there has also been a lot of controversy surrounding the displaying of this piece at the Denver airport. However, after the incident involving Lewis, there have been no other tragic instances that have occurred around the BLUCIFER sculpture. Now, I am an internet investigator by trade, so this next set of theories is right up my alley. The Denver cipher theory, that within the walls, floors, and multiple other areas of the Denver airport, there are multiple hidden messages just waiting to be found. But, in my opinion, this theory doesn't really hold up. For example, one theory is that the letters AU and AG, which are inscribed in the floor of some places in the Denver airport, is abbreviated code for the deadly toxin Australian antigen, and that the reason that this toxin is being referenced within the floors of the Denver airport is because the lizard people hiding in the tunnels under the Denver airport are going to use Australian antigen to genocide the humans so they can then take over the world. Well, there are several issues with this theory. First of all, the lizard people leader, Mark Zuckerberg, lives in California, not Colorado. Secondly, the letters AU and AG are literally just the atomic symbols for silver and gold. Another theory is that the Denver airport was designed to look like a swastika. Now, if you see the diagram on screen, I honestly really don't see the resemblance. But this is another tie-in to my Secret Space Force video. And last, but certainly not least, there's a theory that the murals within the Denver airport predict the end of the world. The evidence? Well, there's one painting within the Denver airport that depicts some guy wearing a gas mask stabbing a dove with a machete. Now, you could say this man is cutting down world peace, and that this imagery is pretty violent, but I don't see how this imagery is depicting the end of the world, much less predicting it. But, like with everything else in this video, that's up to your own interpretation. But now that we've gone through all the theories, I wanted to end this video off with a quote from Denver resident Nicholas Comics. Whether you believe these theories or not, it probably kills a few minutes for tourists to hunt around for the terrifying Illuminati secrets while they're waiting at the baggage claim. And with all that being said, thank you for watching.